Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Commodores ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sooners offense as they take control of the football first. This guy figures to be a big part of the offense, Parker Livingstone. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Caught in the backfield. It's carry on. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Fires deep on the run. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Sooners have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just second and goal. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back to pass. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. The sweet feet buy a little time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Commodores' offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Last time out, more than 150 yards and a couple of trips to the end zone.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down from the gun, Williams. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He wants to change this route. Williams to the air again. The throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Desperately looking. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The AT unit on the field. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, nobody's got him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Throwing, Williams. Right on the money. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Roach.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They feed him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Williams looking for a man. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
But he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the draw, it's Roach. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Williams. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Commodores will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Roach. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vandy. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Bentley. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Will be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Williams. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 25. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Trying to run, it's Roach. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. looking to fire. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Lewis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. Maybe a crease. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Lewis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Here's Williams to throw. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. finds his man. It's Brown. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Running inside. It's Roach. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He makes a catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Commodores go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for space. It's Roach. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. In the red area, it's Roach. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. On target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Sooners want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got a man. It's Rodgers. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left. with before the half. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. It's caught. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you go to.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Fakes to grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Clock's still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Throwing. Williams. Going for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I did catch up with the Vanderbilt head coach at halftime. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the 3rd quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job.
He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, and 2nd down's coming up.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Williams. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Williams will pass. Complete. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Hit it! As he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Going with the counter play here. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fires quickly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Holds and fires complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Williams. Just too much heat that time, and they... him down at the 31.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to... Pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside. It's Roach. Picks up the first down. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here's Williams to throw. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. He wants to go deep. Makes a grab right down the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A great catch and run for 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
Troy makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
Man, it is so hard to have sustained success on offense when you have a freshman quarterback and a freshman wide receiver. But, guys, what can you say about these two all season long? Obviously, we know very talented coming out of high school, highly recruited. But the way they've been able to pick up this offense, the way they've been able to develop chemistry together as the season gone on has just been exceptional. And here they are now in college football playoff contention in large part because of these two young playmakers.
Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It's Williams again. He's got it, first down and more. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. Pulls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Touchdown Doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it on the counter. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds space on the right. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. It's a running room. He's at the... He is in! Touchdown Sooners! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
All right, Holly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Williams looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Connor. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Williams to the air again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down. What a play to come up with that interception.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground with the counter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gives it on the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses the timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense putting points on the board. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.